How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Well, Lyman was coming into his own, I think. The confidence was really there against the Bulldogs. Although that was only a 54-50 victory in overtime, he'd made a lot of shots altered on the inside and played a pretty good offensive game himself. And if you could get Passano and Larman in there at the same time, along unit. And Smithy's 6'5", that's not small, but that's not big.
And he's only a sophomore, and Dwenger's guards with Pettenberg and Martin and Donovan, especially Campbell Donovan, they're going to have to hit the outside shot because I think Luers might control the boards. Dwenger's going to have to hit that outside shot. They like the three, and Dwenger's going to have to do something on the boards, or Luers is going to have a field day because in my opinion, Dwenger is not as physical as Luers, and that could cause him some problems.
Well, and Luers could go a little bit deeper, I think, in the bench also, so we'll see where that all comes into play. I think part of the first game, Luers just kind of ran out of gas. I don't care who you are, coming from 17 down takes a lot of work and stuff, so if somebody gets a great big lead tonight, we'll keep an eye on the fatigue factor and the depth of the bench and such, but it's going to be another wild ball game.
Looking around, Kenny, you're right. There's not too many empty seats.
I'm glad we kind of stretched when we did because we've got a couple of looks from people now. Ain't moving. We just gotta have some leg room here.
This is going to be a heck of a ball game again. Bishop Luers with J.J. Foster, Ray Walker, Jalen Causey, and Antoine Berry, and they'll probably go with Trey Underwood, 6'3", played football, and I'll tell you, he's a man's man.
Last week
you're not going to move him inside.
He was a surprise starter to us last week when we were out doing the Luers Carroll game, and he did a very, very good job on the inside for the Knights.
And Dwenger's played Conlon Martin, Campbell Donovan, and Jack Pettenberg. Those three have played together for 4 years. Throw in Hayden Smithy and possibly Nick Passano. Dwenger's knows each other real well. They got a lot of seniors on the ball club, and when that ball tosses up, it's Bishop Luers, Bishop Dwenger. Each team's going to give it everything they got, Kenny, and you thought that first game was wild. This one will be right there, too.
Yeah, let's take about a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with game number 2. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana. You okay?
Hey, it's Kyle from the Kyle Hyman Show, heard weekdays from 7 to 8 a.m. here on Redeemer Radio.
Right in your...
And every morning we meet you where you are, getting out of bed, drinking your coffee, on your way to work, and through prayer, guests, personal stories, sometimes games, we bring you Catholicism with joy and fun to start your day. So don't miss the Kyle Hyman Show weekdays from 7 to 8 a.m. right here on Redeemer Radio.
Hi, this is Father Tim Rozek from Immaculate Conception Parish in Auburn, Indiana. I will be your host for Redeemer Reflections during the third week in Ordinary Time. This week's readings focus on steadfast faith in the Lord and giving witness every day, come what may. You can hear Redeemer Reflections weekdays during drive times and at midday right here on Redeemer Radio, or find them online anytime at Audio Library at RedeemerRadio.com.
This is Father Jason Freiberger, and I would like to invite you to join Father Chris Lapp and myself as we make a pilgrimage to the Holy Land in September 2017. With us, you'll visit Jerusalem and the Sea of Galilee, stop at the Mount of Olives, and celebrate Mass daily at ancient and holy churches. Reserve your seat today by downloading the registration form at RedeemerRadio.com. That's Redeemer Radio Odysseys at RedeemerRadio.com. I look forward to traveling with you.
Hello, this is Matthew Bunsen, your host of Faith Words, Redeemer Radio's original, locally produced program. I'd like to invite you to tune in to listen to my interviews with fascinating guests, sometimes local, sometimes nationally prominent, but always pertinent to our Catholic faith and the work of our lives. I hope you can join me this Saturday and Sunday at 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. here on Redeemer Radio. Welcome home.
And we're back, basketball fans. The clock is rolling. The teams are back out on the floor. The music's pumping. The coaches are coaching. The kids are warming up. And we are ready for Game 2 tonight here on Redeemer Radio. Bishop Luers Knights, the Bishop Dwenger Saints at the campus of Bishop Dwenger High School.
And what's interesting, Kenny, you can always throw the records out the window, and also it doesn't make a bit of difference of where Luers or Dwenger in the standings, because the only game that they worry about when the year's over is, did we beat Luers or did we beat Dwenger? They want to win them all, but when they're rivals like they are, this is a big one. So it'll be Katie bar the door. You think they physical in football, they'll be diving on the floor. This will be a heck of a ball game. Both teams want it bad. Both cheering sections want it. And this is what makes high school basketball and Hoosier hysteria so much fun.
Yeah, the rivalry is something that they carry throughout their whole life. Absolutely. I mean, 30 years from now, they'll remember if they happen to run into each other somewhere, they'll talk about, hey, we beat you in 2017. Maybe the only time we beat you, but we beat you in 2017, and I scored. That stuff kind of expands over the years. But we're 30 seconds away from the buzzer sounding and the teams being introduced on the line. So we will go to a quick 30-second break. We'll hear from Parkview Health, and we'll be back for the game number 2 of Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
Make a difference in your life and others by joining. Every great team has focus and talent, and at Parkview Sports Medicine, our focus is on you. From performance training and nutrition counseling to orthopedic surgery, athletic rehab, and more, Parkview Sports Medicine's got you covered. You can trust us to bring together today's top experts in sports medicine to improve the performance and treatment of athletes like you. Go to parkview.com/sportsmedicine to learn how we can help you and the athletes in your life be your best. Parkview Sports Medicine. Upgrade your game.
And we're back. Follow Redeemer Radio on social media. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search for Redeemer Radio and like, follow, and tweet us to join in on the conversation. Starting lineups. First for the Bishop Luers Knights, they're going to run Ray Walker out there. He is a senior guard, 5'10". J.J. Foster is going to be his running mate at guard. He's a 5'11" shooting guard who took over the game last week and scored a bunch of points from the third quarter on. Jaden Cosley, the freshman who really lit him up again last week. He had 18 in the first half, so he could shoot it up. Jason Davis, he's 6'5", he's a senior.
They made a little change, Kenny. Usually they've been playing Underwood, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. Anton Berry, the transfer from Northrop, he is playing very, very well this year. And Coach J.J. Foster, of course, running the show for the Bishop Luers Knights. And the music cranks up for the home team, and the starting lineup just getting introduced for the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
4 seniors for Bishop Luers and 1 freshman.
And they're really revving up the music tonight. Come on, run them out there so we can let you know who they are for sure.
Luers goes 6'5", 6'5", 5'11", 5'10", 5'9". 2 big guys and 3 little quick guards.
There we go. And now it's our Michael Buffer, Pete Henry.
Pete's got to get his energy drink going before he gets crazy here.
Donald Martin, the first starter introduced by Pete Henry. He stands at 6 foot. He's a senior. Campbell Donovan, his running mate. He's also a 6 foot senior in 2 interchangeable parts, so you have to keep an eye on the uniform number because sometimes they're easy to confuse because built just about the same. Pettenberg, another 6 foot senior.
Dwenger's going 3 guards to counter Luers 3 guards.
A 6'8" junior, number 25, Lucas Lehrman.
Lucas Lehrman, probably going to be the big difference in this ball game. If he has a good ball game, the Knights are going to have trouble on the inside. And they are going to go big, 6'7". Passano. Maybe the 5th starter today, Bob. So
yes, they're starting 4 seniors, Kenny. And as you mentioned, Passano at 6'7" and Lucas Lehrman at 6'8". And the first guy off the bench will be a sophomore, number 22, Hayden Smithy at 6'5". But Dwenger's going to try to counter Luers' size and athleticism. And this will be very interesting.
I think if you add up the height, then it's almost exactly the same. 3 smaller guards, 2 bigs for both sides of the ball. Barry and Lehrman going to jump center, and we are ready to play game 2. Bob, are you ready?
We're ready, Kenny. It's going to be interesting if Dwenger has an answer to try to slow down Luers guards and also slow down Antoine Barry, and we'll see if Dwenger's little quick guards can hit from the outside.
That's a short referee out there amongst them 2 trees. Throws it straight up, tip, controlled by the Saints. Can't get it back to Pettenberg. Pettenberg looks for somebody to come and get it.
Man-to-man Luers.
Martin throws it to the left side toe. Lehrman has it, hands it off to Donovan. Donovan finds Pettenberg on a little bit of a weave on the top side. Pettenberg finds the right side to Martin. Martin guarded by Walker. And get it to the top of the key. Shot up by Lehrman. No good. Easy rebound for the Knights. And Davis gets it to the right side to Foster. Foster head fakes, moves Pettenberg, decides to get it to Causey. He's way outside.
Passano's going to try to guard Antoine Barry at first.
Pettenberg on J.J. Foster. They come up with a switch. They get it to Davis. Davis had a look, decided not to shoot it. Hand it over to Walker Jr. Walker Jr. trying to use his speed to get inside. Didn't work. Hands it off to Causey. Causey guarded by Martin, and traveling the call on Causey. He's got a little too fancy, trying to find a way to get to the hoop.
As we mentioned against Carroll, when Dwenger won 72-64, he had 18 points.
Donald Martin gets the basketball and hustles down the floor with Ray Walker, keeping with him step by step. Lehrman are keeping him at a really high post, not even at the toe, but outside the arc, and a bump foul. That's a legitimate call. As Davis bumps into Donovan, and Donovan took the ball on the handoff pass. 6:42, nobody scored yet.
Jason Davis, 6'5", is going to try to slow down Campbell Donovan. Campbell Donovan's a deadeye from the outside and also likes to drive.
Pittenberg tries to drive, finds somebody in the corner. 3 on the way, counted. That's Conlon Martin with the first points of the ball game. 3 from the left corner. Basketball in Barry's hands. He's in between the circles. He finds J.J. Foster, far right side. J.J. quietly and politely brings the basketball around to the top. The key throws it to Causey. Causey over to Walker, right side. And he brings it out in between the circles.
Dwenger's in his zone right now, Kenny.
They get it down Barry on the baseline. He is guarded by both bigs. He's trapped. He dribbles into a problem. They have to throw it way over the top. Good thing Davis can jump because he got it and saved it from going over the 10-second line. They get it to J.J. He throws up a 3. It's too hard off the glass. Rebound Martin. Martin forward to Donovan. Donovan fires it back out to Pittenberg, and they reset the offense. Had a chance at fast break, decided not to take advantage of it. Lehrman, top of the key, slings to the left side to Pittenberg. Pittenberg, and Passano. Nice pick and roll. And
nice. He stole the rebound and scored.
They didn't bite on the pick, so they just let Passano go in there. He was so wide open, he missed the first one, but cleaned it up on the offensive glass.
Good start for the
5-0 Saints. Walker Jr. gives it to Causey. Back to Walker. Down in the corner to Foster. Foster no look pass to Barry. Barry puts it up. No good. A rebound. One of the guards. He tries to throw it over the top. Martin with a rebound through to Donovan. Intercepted by Walker. Walker gets in amongst everybody. Puts it up with the left hand and in.
That's what he does well. Ray Walker doesn't care who's on defense. He'll take it right to the hole.
Martin hustles over the 10-second line. The defense fades away, and he's going to bring it over to the right side. Hands it off to Pettenberg. Pettenberg to Lehrman. Lehrman high, and he threw it away. Walker using that speed. Easy bucket. Ray Walker Jr.
Dwenger cannot make turnovers with the speed that Luers has.
A 5-4 your score, 4:46 on the clock. Pettenberg with the basketball. Brings it over the timeline, flips it to the right side to Donovan. Donovan takes a pick, traveling the call as he was looking for Davis to come off the switch. And Davis did, and it must have heard the footsteps. But Davis is going to have a seat, and the guy who we thought was going to start, Trey Underwood, comes into the lineup for the Bishop Brewers. Nice.
Kenny, what they did, they also took, you're right, I was thinking they took Causey out. He is out too, I think.
He certainly is. Foster gets to Barry. Barry dumps it over to Davis. Davis throws up a 3. Bounces around, no good. Wow, nice rebound by Passano. Passano gets to Pittenberg. Pittenberg really quickly up to Donovan, back to Pittenberg. Luers' nice defense did a good job. Davis didn't come out of the ball game. I said to you, it was Causey. Yeah, I should never doubt that.
They went with it. Well, I didn't see it either. They went with
Martin drives in between the trees, puts it up and in.
Boy, he's got 5 points, 2 rebounds, and one of the smaller guys on the floor, but he's as tough as nails.
Well, he wanted it worse than everybody else that time on the floor. Barry with a basketball, top of the key, right side to Walker. Barry to corner to Davis. Davis puts up the 3 he missed last time.
They're going to give him that shot all game.
Missed it again. Lehrman with a rebound. Pittenberg with a 3 on the way. Hits the front of the iron, no good. Rebound Davis. Foul on the play. Him and Lehrman hit the floor. And it's probably going to go against Lucas Lehrman, be my guess. Yep, that is his first foul of the ball game. The first foul called against the Bishop Dwenger Saints. 7-4 your score. The Saints up by 3. 3:37 first period action.
Dwenger jumped out to 5-0 lead, and all of a sudden Luers made it 5-4. So now it's 7-4. Kenny, this game's going to be back and forth, I bet, the whole night.
Ray Walker brings it over the timeline right in the center of the floor. Points Davis to get him to the left, gets Foster to the right, gives it to Foster, back to Walker. Walker tried to fire a bullet, stolen by the Saints.
Good hands by Campbell Donovan, they missed the layup.
Pittenberg missed the layup, and rebounded by Conlon Martin. They're going to have to go back and reset the offense. Pittenberg in the corner, get Passano inside, kick it back to the top of the key. Tried to drive inside, nothing there, so they play a little pitch and catch, and Campbell Donovan going to reset the offense. Calls for a pick, goes the opposite direction, shoots a 17-footer. No good, a rebound, fought for. The red uniform, a guy named Davis pulls it out of the sky, gets it forward to Foster. Foster sails down the right side. Nice crossover dribble, gets to Barry. Barry throws up a 3.
That's not his shot. He'd rather be inside.
None of them have made a 3 from that corner yet. Rebound pass now gets to Pittenberg. Pittenberg kicks it out. 3 on the way.
You can't let him shoot that.
A rebound lost. Lehrman had his hands on it and lost it. A little bit of butterfinger move there. Blaine Cook in for Luers, and I believe I saw Hayden Smithy in for the Knights, along with Zach McKenna going to check in for the Saints. Doesn't mean Cowsey is back onto the floor, so Cowsey in for Walker. 2:44, 7-4.
Alpha Quick first quarter. Good ball game so far. Dwenger is doing a good job slowing down the best ball player for Luers.
Cowsey with the basketball left wing. Looking to take a pick from Underwood. He goes the other direction with it to Cook. Back to Cowsey. Over to Foster. Foster drives the baseline, kicks it to the top of the key to Cowsey. Oh, fake McKenna out big time. Decided not to take the shot. Get it over to Cook. Back to Cowsey. I'm surprised he doesn't have a green light. Over to Barry. Barry's inside the arc, left side. Underwood setting a huge pick for him, but he doesn't take it. They throw it back out to the top of the key and around to show. Cook with about a 22-footer. No good. Rebound, Trey Underwood. Looking to release it out. He gets it to Foster. Foster finds the lane. Dumps
nice
it off
pass.
And hanging on the baseline. Up and in. 7-6. A good offensive set that time by the Luers Knights. Lots of patience.
Blaine Cook is 6'5". He adds more size to Bishop Luers.
McKenna has the basketball. Fires it back out to Martin. Over to McKenna. And they're hanging out on the left side of the floor. Gets it over to Smithy. Smithy drives. Spins to his left. Puts it up. Oops. Missed everything. Got his own rebound. Put it up. Hit the iron. No good. Barry with a rebound that time for Luers. He's going to play a little point guard himself. He still got the ball. He's inside the paint. Crash. Passano and him crunch into each other inside the paint. Passano slaps the basketball down. Almost technical, aggressive type. And they're going to call him on the block. A non-shooting foul. Luers has the ball underneath their own basket.
Lucas Lehrman and Passano, the big guys for Dwenger, both have 1 foul.
Arc it into Barry around the shell. Foster, who took the basketball out of bounds, has it. Fires it into Barry. He's in the lane. Nobody's really challenging.
Nice block by Smithy.
Smithy reached over and blocked it. They sure didn't slow his pass to the block iron down, but they did block the shot. 15-footer quick. They put up. No good. Donovan with the shot. Foster with a rebound. Foster, 22-footer from himself. No good. Threes are not falling for Bishop Luers at all. Basketball flops out of bounds and going to retrain to Bishop Luers Knights. Walker in, Barry out. They're going really short now.
Antoine Barry, leading scorer for Bishop Luers, almost 20 points a game. A little surprised he's on the bench. Again, maybe they're going to go with the quick guards, Kenny?
Well, apparently so. They got Underwood and Cook in, and then 3 guards, Cowsey, Walker, and Foster on the lineup for the Bishop Luers Knights. Cowsey with the basketball, gets to Underwood. He's at the right toe. He's going to drive a little bit, spin, get in between everybody.
He's walking,
traveling, I think. Yeah. Good move, but he took a few extra steps and did the Samsonite move. Here's Cowsey, going to hit the bench, and Davis back in the lineup.
Davis has done a real nice job early. He's got good athleticism. He's a senior, 6'5", hits the boards. He's helping Luers right now.
Martin with the basketball, shadowed by Ray Walker Jr. all the way down the floor. Gets it over the timeline, bounce pass to McKenna. He's got Davis right in his grill, so he's going to back up a little bit. And then drive, dish it off. Drive in Smithy. He kicks it outside to Martin. Martin takes about a 15-footer off the glass. No good. Davis cleans up the glass. Hands
That's
it
his
off
third
to Foster.
rebound already.
And Foster brings it over the timeline right in the center of the floor. Flips it to Davis. They down it in the corner to Cook. Cook will shoot that thing. And it's a long bounce pass, almost stolen. Recovered by Walker. Good hands that time by Martin. Just about picked it off. Walker guarded by Donovan.
Dwenger playing man-to-man now.
They dump it in the corner. Smithy on the defensive side on Davis. They give it back to Foster. Boy, they are patient on offense today.
Martin's guarding Cook,
seconds.
and that's a mismatch. Cook 6'5".
McKenna reaches in and slaps hard J.J. Foster. There's 4.1 to go. And unlike the girls' game, it's 7-6. Not a lot of offense, but a lot of basketball being played.
Kenny, Conlon Martin 6 foot, and he's trying to guard 6'5" Blaine Cook.
Barry in for Underwood in this last 4.1 seconds. They're going to try and
think we know where the ball is going, don't we?
Barry to Walker to Foster to Cook. It's good if it goes. Nope.
He had a good look, though.
7-6, and we're after one. Let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
Successful coaches make changes to succeed by calling timeouts to make needed adjustments. For it's clear, no change equals no change. This is David X with Union Savings Bank in Fort Wayne. I started mortgage lending in 1988. Since then, I've been trusted by thousands of area homeowners. I offer low closing costs and great rates on home lending, so you can save big money both upfront and over the life of your loan. Make a change for the better when purchasing a different home or refinancing to lower your payment. Call timeout, get your mortgage statement in hand. Call me anytime for your free mortgage checkup. And make sure you compare. Call David X, 418-6191. Number FDIC equal housing lender.
Follow Redeemer Radio on social media. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search for Redeemer Radio and like, follow, and tweet us to join in on the conversation.
And Holy Cross College brought us that first quarter of tonight's game. They're an affordable Catholic college offering a life-changing, life-affirming education, and it's closer than you think. Just 2 hours away. Search for them on the web at Holy Cross College at Notre Dame. And that works because I've done it. That's kind of a neat website. Okay, second quarter's set to go. I'm not sure if we're playing football or basketball. Football score 7-6 through one.
Bishop Dwenger made one change in their starting lineup. They have McKenna in and Passano's on the bench.
Walker, the Knights will have the basketball. Walker gives it to Foster. Foster looks, turns over, takes a peek at Dad. Dad kind of gives him the motion offensive move, and the kids are starting to move. Davis over in the corner, tries to drive baseline. It doesn't work. Goes back outside to Walker. Walker's going to try and drive inside the lane. Didn't work. Flips it out to Foster. Foster guarded by McKenna. Foster to Walker. Walker throws up a three. No good.
Good rebound by Davis.
Davis, nice rebound and putback. Good glass work by Jason Davis, a 6'5" senior.
He's been the difference right now for Luers, and Coach Kostoff's probably a little surprised that Davis is hurting him this much.
8-7 to score. The Knights up by one. They got the ball baseline, put it up with the left hand or right hand. It was McKenna. He missed it. Rebound Luers. Ray Walker with a little athleticism kept it from going out of bounds, and he is fouled as he's charging down the left side of the floor. Zach McKenna on the reach in. And a quick lineup change for Bishop Dwenger, Campbell Donovan back into the lineup, and Zach McKenna is going to have a seat. McKenna's second foul of the ball game. That's 4 on the Saints and only 1 on the Knights so far this half.
Jason Davis again is doing a real nice job. 6'5" senior. He's doing a little of everything, Kenny, doing the dirty work, but that's why Luers has got an 8-7 lead.
Walker with a basketball, right wing. Bounce pass to Davis in the corner, back to Walker. Walker going to drive inside the lane, cuts in front of it. Shot blocked by Lehrman nicely, but recovered by Barry. Barry drives, wiggles in between two people, puts it up and in.
That's what Antoine Barry does. He's a good scorer.
Smithy and Lehrman that time, and neither one of them fouled him, and he put it up and in. Saints with a basketball. Throw it over the top. Smithy has the rock, hands it to Pittenberg. Pittenberg takes a peek. Barry looks at him. Pittenberg goes right around him.
Wow,
puts it up and in.
Good move by
Foul
Pittenberg.
On the play. And they could use that as the Knights had a 10-7 lead. Pittenberg puts it in, and he is going to be rewarded with the old-fashioned three-point play. Guilty of the personal foul was Berry. That's his first of the ball game and only his second foul on the Knights this half.
Pettenberg showed a lot of quickness. I was surprised he could get that shot over Berry.
And he completes the three-point play. The Knights bring it over. Throw it out. All Berry cherry picking down on the other end, and the Knights or the Saints lost him.
They fell asleep that time. Yep.
He just went down there and stood underneath the basket. That was the easiest two he'll get in the next 3 games, I'll guarantee you. Pittenberg with the basketball, guarded by Foster. He crossed him over. He just blew right by JJ.
Coach Kostoff's hollering out a play here.
Smithy with the basketball, throws it over in the corner to Martin. Martin back to Smithy. Smithy is a little bit too far out for anybody's range in the building. Gets it back to Martin. Martin drives the baseline. Fires a bullet across. Donovan.
That's Campbell Donovan. That's money from the corner. He's a heck of a three-point shooter.
13-12. Saints up by 1 on the Donovan three. Over the top pass to Davis. Davis fires it back to Walker. Walker, easy little pass to Foster. Foster fakes the three. Brings it back, hands it to Walker. Give it to Davis in the baseline. He uses Berry as a pick. The shot was blocked. Ball was grabbed by the Saints, but it went out of bounds before Martin could get a good grip on it. So the Knights will have possession underneath their own basket. Down by 1. Pass no in. Lehrman out for the Saints.
And Trey Underwood is in for Bishop Luers.
Long, deep pass in to Walker. Walker fakes the three, gets it to Foster. Foster head fake, gets it inside, kicks it back out to Walker. Walker to Davis. Davis to Foster, who's hustled around on the right corner. Slowly floats out to the right wing, and they get it to Underwood in the right corner, over the top to Davis. Davis thinks about it, fires it back inside to Underwood. He uses the strength, puts up a right hook shot. No good. Ball slides out of bounds. Going to be again, stay Luers basketball as the Saints can't get a grip on that rock on a rebound here the last 2
times. Coach Kostoff's very disappointed. They're doing a good job boxing out, but they're not grabbing the loose ball, and Luers is getting a lot of shots here.
They get it inside to Berry. Berry double teamed in the corner. Tries to pass it, whacks, passing him right in the knee, and it shoots out of bounds. There was no passing lane anywhere there because they had him double teamed. He tried to go to the baseline, and it just wasn't there.
Both teams playing very good defense right now.
Davis to Berry. Pittenberg got a hand on it, but Walker, Walker rescues it, brings it back at the timeline. At the top of the key, back to Walker. Walker crossover dribble, gets inside, bounce pass to Berry. Berry with a baseline jumper, no good. Rebound tipped by Pittenberg, grabbed it by Donovan. Donovan gets it forward to Martin. Martin
there's going to be a foul on
Davis is going to get called for the foul, and he's putting on the, oh my God, they blew the whistle act.
Boy, you see an athlete though, Kenny. He got up there, he
sure did look good. But I'm going to give the referees credit on this one. They were right on the spot. They hustled on the floor just a smidgen quicker than the players did. So the Saints are up by 1, 13-12, 4:44 on the clock. And the free throw by Martin rattles home and goes in.
Conlon Martin has 6 points, 5 in the first quarter, 1 in the second. He's going to be a heck of a basketball player, Kenny. He's played basketball ever since he could walk. His father is the assistant coach, St. Francis men, so basketball's in the blood of the Martins.
Makes a second free throw. Grant Richardson checked in the lineup for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Foster finds Cowley in the corner. Cowley
can't let him open.
No good.
Going to be a foul on Passano, I bet.
Berry was bouncing around inside there, and I think Passano gave him a little tug, get him out of the way. Nope, they're going to call somebody else on backing him out of there. That's what you're supposed to do. I think it's on Richardson.
I didn't see that one.
That's what you're supposed to do on a rebound.
Yep.
Back a guy out. Well, it must have been too aggressive. The Knights have the basketball. Into Foster. Foster to Cowley. He's got Underwood at the high post. Doesn't bother him any at all. Throws it to the right side to Walker.
Dwenger's still in their zone.
Playing a little pitch and catch on the outside. Cowley picks up his dribble. Throws it over the top to Walker. Lazy pass. Walker decides to jack up a three. No good. I don't think they've hit a three but once. And the rebound comes down to the Saints. Conlon Martin throws it forward to Donovan. Donovan pops a three. Count it.
When you gamble and lose, you're going to lose again because Campbell Donovan hit another three and they're up 18-12.
18-12. The Saints up by 6.
1-2-2 zone, and Luers is not moving the ball very quickly and having trouble right now.
I'm really surprised Luers hasn't tried to take advantage of their speed. Foster gets inside.
Nice pass.
That was a nice
pass.
Oh,
good block. Another foul on Passano that time.
Passano got up, skied, and he blocked the shot of Underwood, but they say he got a piece of the body on the way up. When you're 6'7" and you can elevate a little bit, he got up there, Bob.
He sure did, and now that's 2 fouls on Passano. Dwenger's got the luxury of bringing Larman at 6'8" and take out Passano 6'7".
Underwood makes the first free throw. It makes it 18-13. 3:50 here. Period number 2.
Dwenger has to keep their big men, Passano and Larman, out of foul trouble.
18-13 your score. Lerman back in, Passano having a seat. Underwood throws the second one up. Boy, he's a strong-looking young man.
Kenny, number 25, is Tyrone Hambright. They just added him to the roster. We watched him the other night. You talked about how athletic he is.
He got a lot of rebounds in a hurry. Long cross-court pass, 3 on the way, counter for Conlon Martin.
He got 10 points, and we're still in the second quarter.
Walker just about traveled with the ball, saved it, give it over to Foster, back to Walker. Underwood's calling for it at the top of the free throw lane, but they're going to float the other way.
Coach Foster wants a timeout.
Pointing at his head and says, I need a timeout. We're going to take one, too. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend, and diamonds are forever. And since 1988, Peter Franklin.
I guess that's why we come to basketball. I would have never guessed how this has started.
A little more offense, eh?
Yeah.
7-6.
Jewelry created from concept to completion by our master goldsmiths on staff. Peter Franklin Jewelers, with 3 locations to serve you. New Haven, DuPont Road, and Enola. Remember, it's not just jewelry, it's Peter Franklin.
And we're back, basketball fans. 3:22 on the clock, second period action. The Saints up by 7, 21-14. And the one observation I have is, I don't know why the Knights aren't trying to run a little bit.
You're exactly right. On Bishop Dwenger's side, Kenny, they have 7 baskets, and 4 of them are threes. So that's helping them. But you're right, with the quickness they got with Walker and Foster and Hambright, I don't know why they're not using that. And there's a turnover.
Walker double dribbled. Boy, did it right in front of the referee, too. Did the old 2 hands on it, but they kind of lost control of it. Tried to drive and just got a little bit too busy.
After Coach J.J. Foster calls timeout, he hates to see a turnover, and that was unforced.
Here comes a full court press, token pressure by the Bishop Luers Knights. But they've got somebody trapped in the corner.
Oh, good hands by Foster.
Foster got Walker in front of him. Foster just rolls it up and it lands on the back of the iron and does not fall through. Rebound.
Wow, Dwenger really wants this game a little more than Luers right now.
Lucas Lehrman went up there and fought for that rebound. That ball got up on that 6-inch plate of iron that bolts it to the glass and just hung there for about 2 seconds. Made it the rebounding timing really odd for everybody. Saints trigger it in. Again, token full court pressure, although they haven't got over the timeline yet. This time they throw it way over the top. Gets to Donovan. Donovan back to Pittenberg, and they reset the offense. Hambrock going to pick up on Pittenberg on the outside. Flips it over to Donovan. Donovan kind of surprised him, grabbed it, recovered, gets it around to Martin. Martin going to drive in the lane.
Nice defense by
Foster.
Luers.
Foster's got Pittenberg to beat, goes behind his own back.
Oh, nice pass.
Barry, up and in.
He got lucky, but that was a good. Antoine's got 6 points.
Luers steals the basketball and a foul as Lucas Lehrman tried to rescue it. Underwood.
And that might be 2 on Larman.
Grabbed it and a legitimate foul. 21-16 now. Saints 7 fouls in the ball game. Here comes Smithy. And I'm sure he's going to go get Mr. Lehrman.
Blaine Cook is in for Antoine Berry. I'm a little surprised Antoine Berry's not out there, but JJ knows what he's doing.
Yeah, Berry hasn't been as effective as we kind of expected him to be. So we're at 2:25 second period, 21-16. And
Underwood's 2 out of 3 from the foul line.
6'3" senior. Strong looking young man. When he decides to go inside and make some noise, he goes inside and makes some noise.
Super on defense. He was a heck of a football player, and if you watched him, he moved everybody when he played football.
Smithy rebounds and missed the free throw, so it's 21-17. And over the timeline, they get it quickly trapped. Nope, gets to Smithy on the baseline. Smithy gets inside the paint.
Nice move.
A left-hand hook, no good. If Smithy gets his own rebound, puts it up off the glass and in.
Nice move by Hayden Smithy.
Well, the Bishop Dwenger Saints playing well, 23-17, 2:05. Over in the corner, back out to Walker. Around to Foster. Foster says, no. And brings it back. Cook, bounce pass to Walker, the right wing. Out in between the circles, Foster drives, greeted by 2 defenders. Got himself hung up in the air, got rid of it just in time. Trying to get it to Underwood on the inside. And
good hustle by Dwenger. They
saved it back to Underwood, and Underwood is fouled as he went up.
he's in the right place at the right time again, Trey Underwood.
The Bishop Dwenger Saints defense doing a nice job there. I don't know if it's deliberate on Luers or they're just not getting the look or the inside passing angle that they want. But 17 points, we're at 141 in the second period. It's a little unlike the Bishop Luers Knights. 23-17 your score.
And they scored 72 when we did the Carroll game. Kenny, they had 39 by the half. And as you mentioned, they got 17 now.
Trey Underwood, and a little bit of a delay here. It's a two-shot foul. They just give a two-shot sign.
He's 2 out of 4 from the foul line. Doing a nice job. He's getting open, and they're finding him.
That ball looks small on his head, doesn't it? Threw it up, made the first one. 23-18 your score.
Sort of an odd lineup for Bishop Luers. Cook's in there, Hambright's in there, but they're doing a nice job, and they cut it to, they still are down 5.
Missed the second one. Rebound Saints.
Dwenger needs a good possession right now.
Walker almost stole it. He's trying to beg the call. It ain't going to work. So the Saints retain possession underneath Luers' basket, and the full court press is on.
Kenny on offense, Dwenger's guards got to go to the ball. They're waiting for the ball to come to them. They have to go get it. Luers is too quick.
Yep. Hambright wearing the number 35. He's doing a good job on the quickness side of the defensive plan for Luers. Triggered into Pittenberg, guarded by Walker. Pittenberg tries to go in between the legs. Walker says, oh, you fumble it around, so he finds somebody loose, and it's Donovan. Donovan drives the baseline, puts it up and in.
8 points for Campbell Donovan, and he really wanted that basket.
Kind of a broken play, works out for the Saints. Traveling the call, or no, he turned it over. Yeah, same thing, traveling on J.J. Foster.
5 turnovers for Bishop Luers, 3 for Dwenger. Coach Foster will definitely be a little disappointed some of the enforced turnovers.
71 seconds left in the quarter, 25-18. The Saints up by 7 with the basketball. Tries to get over the timeline, kicked by Walker, stoppage of play. And Conlon Martin was triggered.
The tempo is sure what Dwenger wants to play at, isn't it?
Absolutely. I think Dwenger has controlled this basketball game from the tip. Doing a nice job. Triggered in the backcourt to Pittenberg. Pittenberg puts it on his right hip. Hambright sticks right with him as soon as he gets over the timeline. And Martin just about loses it. Bounce past Pittenberg. Pittenberg tries to save it. Loses control of it. Turnover Saints.
Luers is going to try to turn up the pressure on Bishop Dwenger's guards. And they did force a turnover right now. And that was 4 on Bishop Dwenger.
56.9 on the clock. Antoine Berry in. Hambright out. So a little defense for offense, kind of a substitution there. And here come the Bishop Luers Knights.
Dwenger's not very big. Smithy's the biggest. I think they're going to go inside and look for Antoine Berry.
Berry's hanging out. He's backing up there. He's wide open. He's going to go into the baseline. You get it into Underwood. Underwood finds Berry. Berry loses the handle on it. And it looks like Pittsburgh might be the last guy to touch it. It's going to stay Luers' direction.
Grant Richardson, 6'2", junior, trying to battle Berry inside. He's not as big, but he's sure hustling hard.
They give it into Foster. He's got 37 seconds on the clock. He backs up, looks at the clock, and there.
1-2-2 zone by Dwenger again, been very effective.
Comfortably passing it around the shell, back to Foster. Foster kind of makes a grimace on his face. Yeah, I want to do something with this thing. So he throws it to Walker, gets it back to Foster. Cooks over in the corner. Underwood at the top, left or right.
Dwenger's coach Al Khalid does not like something with the defense right now.
So Walker's got it, 11 seconds to go. They try to fire it into Berry. Nobody's looking. Everybody fell asleep. It got off of a Bishop Dwenger Saint hand, but everybody was just kind of spectating that play.
I'd say look for Berry or Underwood inside with their size with 8 seconds to go.
Walker, no, he's not going to trigger it. Berry's going to trigger it in. He's wanting somebody to set a pick. Gets it to Foster. Foster immediately double teamed on the baseline. 6 seconds, gets it to Berry. He's double teamed by the same 2 guys on the baseline.
And he stepped out of bounds, didn't he?
Yep, he sure did. So with 3.3,
he's coming out.
Berry out. The Saints with the basketball are going to have to go full throttle all the way down the floor here.
And Luers only has 4 fouls, so they can foul once or twice. It won't hurt anything.
25-18. Half-court shot online a little bit short. So
very surprising first half there.
That's halftime. 25-18. And you're listening to Redeemer Radio on the 106.3 FM, WRDF, Columbia City, Northeast Indiana.
Redeemer Radio gladly thanks Dr. Mark Stoner, a St. Jude parishioner, for underwriting a portion of our programming. Dr. Stoner offers comprehensive dentistry for every family member. Dr. Stoner can be found at 9830 Auburn Road. For more information regarding all your dental needs, it can be found on the web at markstonerdds.com or at 260-484-4181.
7. Yeah. I got to get caught up here.
Tri-State Warehousing is one of the most complete service-oriented companies in the warehousing field today. Located in Fort Wayne, Tri-State Warehousing is a 50,000 square foot dry and temperature-controlled storage facility, serving 2/3 of the continental U.S. with overnight rail service. The dedicated staff and specialty services of Tri-State Warehousing are known throughout the industry. For great things in store, call Tri-State Warehousing, 260-436-2010. That's 260-436-2010.
He doesn't have a point.
Shawnee Construction and Engineering is proud to support tonight's game. We specialize in commercial and industrial construction and use unique life cycle principles to provide our clients the highest quality craftsmanship for the life of the project. Shawnee Construction and Engineering are partners with you for lifetime savings. We can be found at ShawneeConstruction.com or at 260-489-1234. That's 260-489-1234.
Every donation to Redeemer Radio makes a difference. Many of our listeners tell us they wish they could give more. If you're looking to get rid of a vehicle but don't want the hassle of selling it or fixing it, consider donating it to Redeemer Radio. Donating your vehicle is swift, safe, and a simple way to support the programming you value. Make a difference by donating your unwanted vehicle. Just go to RedeemerRadio.com and click on Donate My Car or call 1-866-628-CARS.
Think of Briscoe Dentistry for your family's dental care. Dr. Todd Briscoe and team know that your body is more than just teeth and gums. Your oral health affects the performance ability of your entire body. And on the field or court, you want your body to perform at its best. So trust Dr. Briscoe and team to provide the ultimate in preventative, periodontal, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry. To optimize your body's performance, contact Dr. Briscoe at 260-486-9950 or on the web at briscoedentistry.com.
Hi, Charlie Momper here from Momper Insulation. It's never too late to add insulation. You'll be amazed at the results when our Momper professionals retrofit your walls and attics with high-quality insulation. When we're finished, you'll stay warmer and hopefully save money on your heating bills as well. Momper, the #1 name in insulation since 1956. Call today at 432-7543.
Successful coaches make changes to succeed by calling timeouts to make needed adjustments. For it's clear, no change equals no change. This is David X with Union Savings Bank in Fort Wayne. I started mortgage lending in 1988. Since then, I've been trusted by thousands of area homeowners. I offer low closing costs and great rates on home lending so you can save big money both up front and over the life of your loan. Make a change for the better when purchasing a different home or refinancing to lower your payment. Call timeout, get your mortgage statement in hand, or call me anytime for your free mortgage checkup. And make sure you compare. Call David X, 418-6191. Number FDIC Housing Lender.
Redeemer Radio is pleased to announce Redeemer Radio Odysseys, offering spiritual travel for our community. Join Father Christopher Lapp and Father Jason Freiberger on our first international pilgrimage to the Holy Land, September 11th through the 19th. That's 2017. Learn more about that at RedeemerRadio.com/travel. And halftime is brought to you by the Hubcap Express. They are the expert in run flat tires and plus size fitment. Need your wheel straightened? Time of year. Chuck holes everywhere. Hubcap Express fixes bent wheels. For all your tire needs, visit the guys at Hubcap Express, located at 606 West Coliseum Boulevard and on the web at hubcapexpress.com. Well, I think the girls outscored the guys in the first half. Sir Bob.
Very surprising game. It was 7-6 the end of the first quarter. Both teams woke up in the second quarter. Dwenger outscored Bishop Luers 18-12. They outscored them 18-12. It's 25-18. What's surprising, Antoine Berry is the leading scorer for Bishop Luers with 6. Ray Walker has 4. J.J. Foster has been held scoreless for Bishop Dwenger. Their guards, the buddies, Conlon Martin and Campbell Donovan, 18 points between them. They have 18, and that's what Luers has as a team.
Now, what did I say at the beginning of the game? This game's going to be won on the inside? Wrong. So far, the Cards have dominated for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. So That's why we get to show the. I say this every game, but that's why we come to play the game. Because about the time you think you know what's going to happen, it don't. Something unique comes along, and we get to see it in person and talk about it.
I've watched pitcher Dwenger enough, Kenny, over the years. Right now they have out of 9 baskets, they have 4 threes. But some games they'll have a nice lead, and if they aren't hitting that outside shot, which they love, sometimes they get in trouble. But right now they're playing very good basketball, and the biggest thing is they're taking care of the ball. They're playing good defense, but the pace of the game is exactly what Coach Matt Kostoff wants. His scouting report, the way he wants this game run, if you talk to him right now, he's got to be 100% happy with the way his team is playing.
I would think so. You can check out the Kyle Hyman Show's podcast. You can find it on Google Play, iTunes, and SoundCloud, and at KyleHyman.com. Check out past episodes and catch interviews that you may have missed. The Kyle Hyman Show on Redeemer Radio. And with that, we'll take another 2-minute break and come back and have Bob put his coaching hat on. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, Columbia City, Northeast Indiana.
A clean office space. Okay, that's an easy choice. And choosing the right company to clean your business is easy too. Sioka's Professional Cleaning is the choice of a lot of Fort Wayne companies because of the 100% satisfaction guarantee. Sioka's does it with built-in check systems to make sure your business is clean beyond your expectations every time. First impressions are critical, so make sure yours is always the best.
I'm not going back
Professional
down there,
cleaning from Sioka. The best people, the best service. 483-2112 or online at siokas.com.
Oh, I didn't know Jesus was here.
Amore's Pizza proudly supports Catholic sports.
Who is that?
Try our Chicago-style stuffed pizza made with top-quality meats and cheeses. Your mouth will taste the difference. We also offer gluten-free options or many unique items. Amore's Pizza is located at 933 East DuPont Road, right off Coldwater. Full menu and specials can be found at Amore'sPizza.net.
I'm running the other way.
490-9099. Amore's Pizza, where our food is made with love.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. You'll not only enjoy excellent personal service and save money with your new loan or credit card, you'll also be giving money back to the participating parish or school you care about. Let Notre Dame Federal Credit Union elevate all participating parishes or schools. Elevate can be reached at 844-230-6611 or visit us online at ndelevate.com. Independent from the university.
Programming on Redeemer Radio is underwritten in part by Bob Busher Homes. Floor plan customization is what they specialize in. Find floor plans, building sites, and read Bob's story on the web at bobbusherhomes.com. Bob Busher Homes is locally owned with offices in Fort Wayne and Angola. For more information about new home building or remodeling, Bob Busher Homes can be reached at 260-490-3355.
And we're back, basketball fans. There's about 2 minutes to go before they throw it up and start having the third quarter action. 25-18 your score. A fairly low scoring affair for two teams to get up and down the floor pretty well. And Bob, throw on your coach's hat, your J.J. Foster. He got 18 home points in 2 halves. What's up?
Well, his defense there at the end, Kenny, as you mentioned, when he put on the full court press, that really changed the game. He's going to try to speed Bishop Dwenger up. I'm not real sure what's going on with their scoring. Antoine Berry's got 6, but he's been out of the game more than he's in. So I don't know if he's sick or they don't like things they see or the matchup. Jalen Causey hasn't scored yet. They need J.J. Foster to score. They just got to get some kind of flow in their offense. They don't seem like they really know what they want to run.
And I think they only made 1 3, which probably discourages that bunch because they do like to jack up their threes. Walker, Foster, and Causey. None of them are shy about throwing the 3 up. Okay, you're Matt Kostoff, and I think you ought to be pretty happy with the way this game is proceeding.
I think he's very happy. He had a couple turnovers or mistakes there against the press. He's got to settle him down on the press. He's doing a good job of rebounding. He's got to keep his big guys out of foul trouble. But he loves the pace of the game, and they cannot let Luers try to get him into a run and shoot because you're not going to – Dwenger's never going to beat Luers running and shooting tonight. But they're the pace is all Dwenger. They got to keep their big guys out of foul trouble, and they got to keep hitting their three-point shots and handle the basketball.
You can join fellow Catholics on a Redeemer Radio Odyssey in 2017, and Odyssey is defined as a spiritual quest that gives knowledge or understanding to a person. Come with us and grow in faith and knowledge as we have a variety of trips being offered. Visit it at RedeemerRadio.com. Click on Travel.
Kenny, here's a score that'll shock some people. 6 minutes to go. Homestead 53, Northside 43. It's at Homestead.
Not quite shocked, but that could be a very interesting ball game to finish.
And Homestead's got a heck of a coach. And here we go. Dwenger and Luers. We'll see who made the adjustments.
Pittenberg to Martin. Back to Pittenberg. They're playing a little pitch and catch on the outside. Throw it down in the corner to Donovan. Way over the top to Pittenberg. Ooh, a no-look pass into Smithy. Smithy turned around because the defense collapsed quickly on him.
Luers trying to put more pressure on the ball.
And a 3 on the way from the left side. Donovan missed it. Got his own rebound, tried to throw it off of a Luers player. And they're still hustling. The ball's still live. Barry gets his hands on it. Bounces it to Smithy. Smithy drives. He is blocked from the backside. Got his own rebound.
Passano got another rebound. He's got 4 rebounds and 4 points.
Now, a broken play results in 2 points for the Bishop Dwenger Saints. Luers comes down to their end of that basket. Their end, offensive end of the floor. Underwood over to Foster. Foster guarded by Pittenberg. Dribble behind the back, dumps it to Barry. He's to the left.
They got to get Barry off the slow. Oh, nice pass.
Interior pass to Underwood. He waits for everybody to jump.
That's a dumb foul on Smithy.
Nice, smart basketball play by Trey Underwood. And Smithy guilty of the personal foul. 27-18 your score, 7:03. Third period action. 1 shot coming for Mr. Underwood.
Trey Underwood is killing Dwenger inside. He is 4 out of 6 in the foul line. Has 8 points, and he's just a big body inside.
Make it 9 as he makes that free throw look easy. And guess what? The Knights are on the full court press, not token. They're getting serious about it here. Over to Martin. Martin to Smithy. Smithy forward to Donovan. Donovan drives, tries to get the pass. No, overthrows his hands. Crash, 2 bodies hit.
There's a turnover for Dwenger.
Barry gets it from Foster. He's still got the basketball. Playing a little bit of point himself. Ends up giving it up to Davis. Davis on the left-right wing. Out to Foster. Back to Davis. Davis got a 3 look, but they're going to take it. Had Barry kind of open on the inside. There, they got it to him. Throws it. Ooh, lazy pass to Walker. Defense got over in his face. He missed it by a mile. Rebound fought for. Struggled for. It's going to be Luers. A little bit of dicing underneath it between Conlon Martin and Barry, and Martin the last guy to touch it.
J.J. Foster and Ray Walker have 4 points between them. They got to pick their game up. They probably will, but they need to get some more points from the guards.
Walker, long pass out to Foster. Foster going to back it up and reset the offense. Started by Donovan. Throws it to the right side to Walker. Dumps it in the corner to Davis. Walker drives, gets inside, jump stop, loses it, rolls out of bounds. Saints basketball.
Only 6 turnovers from Luers the first quarter, and that's their first one already.
I like the way Luers is trying to.
Oh, they gave it. I thought it was.
Well, they pointed that direction, and then they changed their mind. They're going to give it to Luers. So Luers has the rock. They throw it clear into the backcourt from the front corner, and reset the offense. Foster, the left side to Walker. Walker, high left wing, guarded by Donovan. They throw it over to Davis. Find JJ in the right corner. He zips in between a couple of bodies, and the foul's called way out on the floor.
It might be on Smithy.
He was the one defender out that far, and it is. Smithy's first person foul, the second on the Saints this half.
See if they look for Underwood or Barry inside here.
6:03, 27-21 your score. The Saints up by 6. Davis with the rock, and wow.
I didn't see that at all.
That was kind of picky. Called for traveling. I think he just caught the ball and was looking for something. Must have scooched that pivot foot.
Here comes the press again, and Dwenger, they want to get this game. They have to control the press, and they almost threw it away there.
Pittenberg to Martin, back to Pittenberg to Donovan. Donovan zips down the sidelines, and he gets it back to Pittenberg, and a whistle stops play.
Good timeout by Coach Kostoff. He doesn't like the offense right now at all.
I don't blame him either, so let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Redeemer Radio 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
Successful coaches make changes to succeed by calling timeouts to make needed adjustments, for it's clear no change equals no change. This is David X of Union Savings Bank in Fort Wayne. I started mortgage lending in 1988. Since then, I've been trusted by thousands of area homeowners. I offer low closing costs and great rates on home lending, so you can save big money both up front and over the life of your loan. Make a change for the better when purchasing a different home or refinancing to lower your payment. Call timeout, get your mortgage statement handled. Call me anytime for your free mortgage check. Make sure you compare. Call David X, 418-6191. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, the T-shirt throw come out here, and I got hit in the right shoulder and I actually got one. And, of course, it's not going to fit my body, so I found this little guy back there, and he is the happiest kid in the gym right now.
Coach J.J. Foster has really had his team pick up the defense intensity, and Dwenger's having trouble right now. They're out of their rhythm. They got to start back on the offense and play like they can. They're getting rattled right now.
27-21 to score.
Another bad pass.
Pick off the pass down inside the lane and try to throw it through the middle, and it just wasn't very aggressive pass. Walker gets all the way in the corner, throws it over the top to Davis. Davis to Berry on the baseline. He turns, fires, way off. Fastino with a rebound.
That's his 5th rebound.
Gets it over to Pittenberg. Pittenberg over the timeline, gets it in the corner.
You can't let him shoot.
3 on the way, no good. Fastino, tip. Still lost it. Ball's now in the corner. Fastino runs it down. He's double teamed. He finds Pittenberg. Pittenberg kicks it out to Donovan. Donovan puts it up, hits 2 chunks of iron. No, didn't go in. Walker grabs the loose ball, heads the other direction.
Dwenger's not hitting their threes, and sometimes that's trouble for him.
Bounce pass to Davis. Lazy pass. Defense got right in his grill. He couldn't do anything with it. They give it over to Berry. Berry spins on the inside.
Nice move by Berry.
Right into Passano, and they're going to call it on Passano for not being vertical.
That might be 3 on him. That's going to hurt Bishop Dwenger right now.
You're exactly right. It is 3 on him and 3 on the Saints this half. No fouls on the night so far.
And Lucas Lehrman is coming in. He's got to play basketball. He's got to use his size, got to use his ability, because Dwenger's in a little trouble right now.
Berry, first shot, up and in. Saints still up by 5, but I think Mo is kind of leaning toward Luers' side. Little Passano out, Lehrman in.
And
Underwood out, and who went in for Underwood here?
They brought in Hambright, so you talk about quick on quick. They got 3 quick guards, and they're really going to put the screws on Bishop Dwenger on the defensive end.
Berry made the second free throw. It gets it to a 4-point game, 27-23, and the press is on again. Martin with the basketball gets to Smithy. Smithy to Donovan. Donovan finds Pittenberg. Pittenberg throws up a 3 from the
They're not hitting their threes, Kenny, like we talked about.
Davis, rebound, gets it to Foster. Comes down the left side of the floor, crossover dribble, gets it to Davis. Davis inside. Oh, pass picked out of the air by Martin. Martin's got one guy to beat. If he goes left hand, he's good. Tried to go to the right hand, fouled by Foster. I think if he had used his lefty, he might have had a better shot at turning the 3-point play, but he's really interested in pulling the foul out of Foster, which he did. And now he can add to the 4-point lead here at 4:31 in the third.
Conlon Martin has 10 points, 2 out of 2 from the foul line. And right now, Dwenger is in a slump offensively. I think they're a little rattled with the press. Luers has got all the momentum, and Dwenger's got to turn around this momentum.
Missed the first free throw, missed the second free throw. Rebound Berry. So success on Luers' part on the foul. Nothing doing. And Walker, I think, traveled. Nope, carried it. Okay. And they've called that about 2 or 3 times tonight, and I haven't seen that called much at all this season.
And Walker and Foster are so quick, it's hard to even see. But again, that's 3 turnovers, and here comes the press again.
Martin to Pittenberg to Martin over the top to Donovan. Donovan gets over the timeline, fires a bullet across court. 3 on the way. Count it.
Conlon Martin's having a great ball game.
30-23, big bucket for Bishop Dwenger.
He has 13, and that's his 3rd 3. They needed that one.
4 minutes to go, 3rd period. Foster gets inside, and guess what? Another stuck basketball.
Well, you don't see that. That's called the soft touch, huh?
Yeah, that's one in the girls' game, one in the guys' game.
Blaine Cook's going to come in for
where's the arrow?
For Hambright.
Arrow must be pointing Luers' direction as they keep the basketball.
Kenny Homestead has a 60-59 lead over North with 1 minute to go, so they got a barn burner at Homestead tonight.
Yeah, Homestead's undefeated in the conference, and North has already got 1 loss. They can't afford another one. But Berry with the basketball. Ooh, they're pushing him way out. McKenna did. They get it over to Walker. Walker to Foster. Foster back to
Blaine
Walker.
Cook's the 3-point shooter here on the right wing.
He's got it, but he gives it back to Walker. Walker drives, stops, dumps off a
nice pass
to Davis. Quick reverse hand layup and in. Nice play by the Bishop Luers Knights.
That's the best teamwork Luers has had the whole game.
30-25 in. And a foul on the backside. Wow, and they got away with one because McKenna was over the timeline, I think, and he threw it backwards to Donovan. But the foul was called from somebody got on the backside of McKenna.
The press is starting to bother Dwenger. Dwenger's got to play through it and run their offense like they were the first half.
McKenna with a basketball at the top of the key, maybe to the right side, a little bounce pass to the wing over to Martin. Martin going to drive the baseline.
Good defense by Barry.
Yes, slapped it out of his hands and comes up with it. He carried it.
Boy, they're calling that the whole night.
Yeah, and that one was obvious. He had to stand under the ball on the hesitation. He tried to stop and go everybody, and he even stopped the ball a little bit too long. So everything just kind of went out down the tubes for Barry after he made a good defensive play on the one end, turned it over in the other. Saints, Donovan with a basketball. Tries to fire it into Lehrman. Lehrman butterfingered it, lost it. Barry picks it up. J.J. Foster going to drive the lane, got inside everybody, puts up a left-handed half prayer, and it gets
J.J. Foster's first basket. That'll get him off the slide. You can't get J.J. Foster scoring. This could be a long night, second half for Luers.
McKenna to Smithy. Smithy drives, stops, puts it up. Rebound.
Oh, another block.
Lehrman blocked. Saints get it back. Drive again, put it up and in. This is Campbell Donovan doing the hard work.
He was not to be denied. He's got 10 points.
Here comes Foster. He's going to drive the same way he did last time. They got too far underneath the bucket. Barry with a rebound. He's too far underneath the glass.
Dwenger can't get the rebound.
Walker with a rebound. Foul, finally. Foul's going to go against Lehrman, I believe.
And that's maybe 3 on him.
The first 2 shots were way underneath the glass, and you have to have Jack Armstrong rubber arms to get it up there from where they were putting it up from.
That's 3 on Lehrman. So Lehrman and Passano have 3 fouls.
Oh, shoot. 2:26 in the third. 32-27 the scores. The Saints are still up by 5.
Ray Walker has 4 points, Kenny, in his first free throws.
First one goes in. Cowsey and Hambright check in. Davis and JJ out, and a timeout on the floor. They're going to take a full timeout. You know what? We will too. 32-28 your score. Redeemer Radio 106.3 FM is what you're listening to. We're in Northeast Indiana.
Spherion Staffing, locally owned by the Pentenberg family, excels in finding the best candidates for industrial, clerical, customer service, non-clinical healthcare, IT, and professional direct hire placements. Spherion clients are accustomed to getting the right employees at the right time, every time. Spherion Staffing supports the proud excellence of the Dwenger Saints and the Luers Knights, both on the field and in the classroom. Whether you are seeking your next career move or searching for great employees, call us at 260-496-9900 or visit us on the web at spherion.com/FTWayne.
We're back. 2:26 on the clock, third period action. 32-28 your score. And Bob and I are trying to debate who's got momentum right now. And you know what? I don't think either one of them do, Bob, to be honest with you. I'm just not convinced that anybody's gone. Well, they haven't gone on a run. They don't look confident. Neither team looks confident on the offensive side of the ball. I think Luers is out hustling them for the loose balls and scrambling, and that's why they've closed the gap to 4. With a chance to close it a little bit more with Ray Walker stepping up to the free throw line.
Conlon Martin 13, Campbell Donovan for 10. Dwenger's has to do better with the press, and they got to play a little better defense because Luers is starting to use their quickness on offense and getting the ball inside, and that's hurting Dwenger.
And he makes the free throw, so it's 32-29. We've got a one-possession ball
And
game.
every time you score, you can put the press on if you're Luers.
Yep, and they've done exactly that. Nicely broke this time, secondary.
Oh, he used the left hand. Beautiful move.
Didn't go in, but he's going to shoot 2, and I think Blaine Cook's going to be guilty of that personal foul. He was the relief on the defensive end of the floor. His first foul of the ball game and only 3rd foul called against the Bishop Luers Knights here this half. 2:18 on the clock now, 32-29.
Luers is playing good defense, but Conlon Martin and Campbell Donovan in particular, Kenny, are taking that ball right to Luers and making them play some defense on them.
Donovan makes the first free throw, stretches that lead back to a 2-possession, 4-point game, and would love to make another one here. These are the free throws that people forget about when it comes down to a 1 or 2-point ball game. Made that one, and buzzer sounded. They tried to get it in quick, Luers did, but they also wanted to make a substitution. So
I didn't even notice that JJ was on the bench. They sure need his ball handling, quickness, and just steady play out here.
So he gets into the game, Hambright down.
They got 3 guards out here, Kenny, and they're awful 3 quick ones.
Cowsey gets it into Barry, back out to Walker. Walker launches a 3, and
he could do that all day. He starts hitting that 3. Luers could be in in good shape here. He's got 7 points here.
34-32 Smithy with the basketball. Not sure what to do with it. Finally throw it over top to Donovan. Donovan long over the top to Martin. Martin gets it inside. Back out to Martin. Around to McKenna. McKenna over to Donovan. Donovan going to reset the offense. Walker just follows him right out
Dwenger's
the
very
corner.
small, too, with Smithy, the only big guy at 6'5".
Richardson with the basketball gives it back up to Donovan. Bounce pass to McKenna. McKenna looking around. Going to bring it out to the top to Martin. Time to Donovan. Donovan, baseline jumper.
Oh, nice rebound. One of the smallest guys on the floor got the rebound.
Snuck in on the backside, got the rebound, got the lead back to 4, 36-32. 1:18, third period. Walker drives in between. Lost it. Barry happens to be the right guy at the right place. Spins. Defense stopped him. Foster, 3 on the way. No good. Hits 2 pieces of iron. Rebound Donovan. Donovan quickly picked up by Walker. Walker's going to badger him all the way down.
Campbell's a good rebounder besides being a good shooter.
And almost threw it away. Foster just about took it out of Martin's hands. It was a long pass. Martin drives.
Oh, he had to get fouled that time.
And we'll see the call.
Yeah, he got fouled that time.
The ball actually ended up in J.J. Foster's hands, but he was fouled, let's say, 8 feet away from the basket. The referee caught him on the backside. So they are going to call that one against J.J. Foster. 54.6 on the clock. J.J.'s second foul of the ball game.
Dwenger was up 7 at the half. Luers has cut it to 4 here.
Saints triggered in underneath their own hoop. Donovan with the basketball backs up a little bit. Barry.
He's got Barry on him. That could be a mismatch.
Gives it up to McKenna. McKenna to Smithy. Smithy around the horn over to Donovan. Donovan got Barry on him again. Get it inside.
Oh, what a pass. And what a shot by Richardson.
Grant Richardson, a young man who we haven't seen play an awful lot. Just put a dandy move on the inside and up and in.
How many times coaches say, just get that ball up on the backboard, Kenny, and anything can happen. And it sure did that time.
Always finish a play. Always finish a play. 38-32. That makes it a 6-point ball game. And it could be 7.
Richardson doesn't get a lot of playing time. 6'2 junior. But I'll tell you, those are big points. Campbell Donovan's going to get a break here. 37 seconds.
He's a lefty. Made the free throw. 39-32. Big 3-point play for the Saints here toward the end of the third period. Impressive, actually. I'm going to have to keep an eye on him.
Dwenger's awful small again with Smithy, the biggest guy out there. But it's working so far.
Cowsley back to Walker. Walker finds Underwood. He's outside.
I'm surprised they don't go to Barry.
Goes to the inside, kind of floats one up there, and rebound, fumble around, fought for. Smithy pulls it out.
Oh, he traveled. He got fouled by Underwood. That's a tough call. That's a tough call.
Well, he split the defense, and again, the referees are.
The referees are not liking this at all. He's talking to him. He does that again, he'll get a technical.
Yep. He's going to tell him a little less demonstrative, young man. But, these referees are doing a good job because this is an emotional game for these teams.
Are you ready for this, Kenny? Northside hit a 3 at the buzzer to win 62-60 over Homestead.
They can overcome a 10-point deficit and wins the ball game. That tightens up the SAC even more. Luers really would like to get this ball game. 3 on the way.
Oh, good look.
Long rebound pulled out by Barry.
They don't know how much time's left.
And that one hit the iron, and it's no good. So we got 3 in. 1 quarter to go. 39-32. The Saints up by 7. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with fourth quarter action. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
Hello, I'm Tom Steele with Tom Steele Tire and Auto Repair, a family-owned business for over 35 years. We carry all major brands of new tires, as well as a large selection of quality used tires to save you money. We do all types of auto repairs, be it brakes, alignment, or just fix your air conditioning. Tom Steele Tire, North Clinton or Illinois Road. Give us a try. You'll be glad you did.
Hi, sports fans. Sean McBride here, inviting you to try the Barbershop experience. St. Joe Center Barbershop, located at the corner of St. Joe Center and Maplecrest, prides itself on professionalism, cleanliness, and a family-friendly atmosphere. In their 3rd generation of family ownership, they have a combined experience of over 125 years. Give them a call at 485-6981. It's my barbershop of choice. That's St. Joe Center Barbershop at 485-6981.
We're back, basketball fans. It's not an offensive juggernaut, but it's a whale of a game. 39-32. The Saints up by 7 on their home floor. We got 8 minutes of ball to go, and Bob come up with another score from across the city.
Northside hit a 3 as time expired. Northside 62, Homestead 60.
And that tightens up the SAC. That only leaves one undefeated team in the bunch. And we are back to play. Pittenberg with a basketball. Smithy.
Dwenger will be in no hurry.
Pittenberg, 3 on the way. No good to rebound. Passano using his height. Didn't get the last foot back in. Ball's out of bounds. Going to be Luers basketball.
Passano's done a nice job. He's got 4 points, 5 rebounds. He just got to try to stay out of foul trouble. Dwenger's back to what's been their starting lineup a lot, Kenny. And I think from here on out, it's going to be what team fights the toughest here and fights the hardest.
Donovan back into the lineup. Luers gets it to Barry. He's just outside the arc on the right side, outside the toe. They tied him up a little bit. He wrestled it back, gets it over to Davis. Davis back to Foster. Foster guarded by Martin. And they're trying to pick and roll, but it's a pick and pop, and Barry popped a 3.
I'll tell you, Dwenger played good defense, but they sure needed in. And Antoine Barry, he can score from all over the floor.
39-35 your score. Smithy with the basketball. Gets it over the timeline, throws it over in the corner to Donovan. Donovan elects not to take the 3. Pittenberg, Smithy, back to Pittenberg. He's going to slow it down a bit, throws it to the right wing to Smithy, back to Pittenberg, right corner.
Every possession is valuable right now, Kenny.
We're going to start the 5 count, and Pittenberg charges. And
good steal by Foster.
From the backside. Pittenberg has kept up with him. Pittenberg took it away from him on the baseline. Throws all the way down to Martin. Martin stops. Gets Barry out of position. No good.
Rebound, he traveled. Passano traveled.
Traveled with the basketball.
Great rebound, and he traveled. Dwenger really blew a chance there.
Followed the play really, really well and just shuffled his feet at the wrong time. 39-35. The Saints up by 4. The Knights with the basketball. Ray Walker going to bring it over the timeline. Guarded by Conlon Martin.
Conlon Martin was worried about the defense on that one.
Bounce pass to Barry. Barry finds Davis. Davis fumbles it around, goes and gets it. He doesn't have a dribble. They go to get him. Throws it clear over the top. Barry's going to try a 3.
I'll tell you, he just hit another one.
6:15 on the clock, and it's a 1-point ball game.
Antoine Barry has 14 points, and he's averaging 20.
And we got a little bit of a timeout on the floor, and I think we got some moisture on the floor here. The referee's looking for somebody to throw in a towel. Here comes Ray Walker doing a little bit of janitorial work as the towel comes flying in off the Bishop Luers bench.
I think Dwenger's going to give him that shot, Kenny, maybe the first time. But Antoine Barry, I haven't seen him shoot the 3 that well, but he's very good tonight.
Those are the 3s that didn't fall in the first half for Bishop Luers. So they tightened the ball game up to a 1-point game, 39-38.
Luers been outscored. Luers has outscored Dwenger 6-0 this quarter.
Floor is dry. Quickly down the floor.
He tried to draw a foul. A good move by Campbell Donovan.
Donovan just hustled right down the floor, and Barry's holding his hands in the air. And that's been an act a lot of guys have done tonight. But these referees have made 2 calls consistent tonight. One is hands not straight up in the air, because they're pretty demonstrative when they call the foul. And the other one is they carrying the basketball. So, to the free throw line, Campbell Donovan with a 1-point lead, 6:10 on the clock. And he fires the first one. It comes up. Oh, just had enough mustard to get over the front of the iron to hit the front and rolled in.
We got 6 minutes to go, and for the next 6 minutes, Luers has 7 fouls, Kenny, so Dwenger will be in the 1-1, and that's big in a tight game like this.
Second free throw is also good, 41-38. Your scorer Walker tries to buzz by Martin, doesn't work, has to drop it off to Barry.
Barry wants another 3 maybe.
You know, Passano's out there keeping an eye on him. Now he gets to Walker. Walker gets inside.
Good
Smithy.
block by Smithy.
Smithy blocked it and recovered it, a la Bill Russell. That's
only a sophomore, but Smithy's going to be a heck of a player here.
Campbell Donovan with the basketball. Fires it over to Pittenberg on the right side. Pittenberg with Walker guarding him. He fired over to Donovan. Donovan got J.J. Foster on him. A little pick and pop. They missed him. Now Passano's got it. Flex it. He gets around Underwood. Easy.
Oh, what a move. Passano, very confident. He's got 6 points.
Walker brings it down quickly. He's got Pittenberg on him. He gets it inside. Pittenberg got him. Going to get him on a hand check.
That's 5 on Dwenger.
5:28 on the clock. 43-28. The Saints still that 5-point lead. Nobody's made the proverbial run yet, Bob. And just about every game has a couple, 3 of them. Luers with the ball underneath their own bucket, going to throw it way deep.
They got to look for Barry in the corner.
Walker to Foster.
Another foul, and that's starting to hurt Dwenger. Dwenger doesn't have the quickness on defense to stay with the guards, do they, Kenny?
No, not right at the minute.
And that's getting them in foul trouble. And again, you don't want to put Walker and Foster at the foul line. They've been good foul shooters during their career here at Bishop Luers.
Walker gets it to Barry on the inbounds pass, hands it back to Walker. Walker guarded by Martin. Martin slowly crawls toward him. He knows better to get too close, but Walker can buzz by him. Get it to Barry. Barry went right
nice.
Passano.
And that's a silly foul on Passano. Yeah. That's a 4.
Did not move his feet when he needed to. And the Knights close it to 43-40. Saints up by 3, 5:12 on the clock. And here comes Lehrman in for, I would assume, Passano. Passano, 4th foul of the ball game.
Antoine Barry had 6 points in the second quarter. He already has 8 here in the third quarter. We still got 5 minutes left, so Antoine Barry's taken over for Bishop Luers here in the fourth quarter, and Dwenger's got to slow him down.
Completes the three-point play, 43-41. The press is on. They get it into Pittenberg. Bounce pass back to Martin. Martin gets it forward to
Lazy
Smithy.
passes by Dwenger here.
And Ray Walker last to touch it as he got around Smithy. They were lucky they didn't lose it on that turnover. So Martin's going to trigger the basketball in. Pittenberg shakes loose.
3 quick guards again for Luers, and that's causing Dwenger all kinds of problems on the offensive end.
Pittenberg still has the basketball. Looks for somebody to give him some relief.
Hambright's really good on defense.
He's going to go to his left side and charge it all the way around the floor. Give it to Donovan. Back to Pittenberg. Pittenberg to Martin to Smithy. Smithy thinks about it. Drives the baseline on Davis. Davis cuts him off. Smithy.
Nice pass by Smithy.
Martin.
And he missed the layup.
Martin had an easy bunny. Missed the left-hander. And
they're going to call a goaltending, I think. What?
Offensive goaltending.
Offensive goaltending, yep. On
probably Lehrman.
Right, yeah. Wow, that was a tough call.
That was a quick call. 43-41. To see replay. And it wouldn't make any difference anyway because you don't reverse the calls. So 43-41. The Saints up by 2. The Knights have the basketball, and here they come.
Luers got to use their quickness at the guard's position, drive to the hole, and either score or pass.
Just
and
like
that's exactly what they did.
Walker just went around.
He's too quick for Dwenger.
The press is on again. They get it to the center of the floor. Pittenberg throws it backwards to Donovan. Not the best thing to do. He gets it over the timeline, guarded closely by Hambright.
Luers doesn't score, or Dwenger doesn't score, they might get a timeout.
Pittenberg with the basketball, gets it over around to the top to Donovan. Back to Pittenberg. Pittenberg slowly brings it out to in between the circles, almost at the center circle. And waving Lehrman down low to get it over to Martin. Martin drives.
Nice pass.
Lehrman.
My Lord, he missed it by a mile.
Way too hard. Rebound pulled out by the Saints. Pittenberg fakes a 3, kicks it out to the top of the key. Donovan shot. No good. Rebound Martin. Martin back to Donovan. Donovan gets inside. Floats one up and in.
Campbell Donovan's having a great ball game. Good timeout by Coach Kostoff.
Timeout. Saints, let's take a 30-second break ourselves. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
Hey, sports fans, listen to who just scored again. John Sullivan with RE/MAX. Buying a home or selling yours? You need the best coach around. Score with John Sullivan at RE/MAX. Score with John. Call RE/MAX and ask for John Sullivan to coach you in buying a home or selling yours. Sports fans, it's time to score with John Sullivan at RE/MAX.
We're back, basketball fans. Fourth period. This has got overtime written all over it. 45-43 your score. The Saints up by 2. Just scored a quick bucket. And Coach Kostoff called timeout. I think he's going to reset the defense because Bob's been called for it, and it's coming true. The quick guards for Luers are out-quicken the guards for the Bishop Dwenger Saints right now.
Both teams are in the 1-and-1, which is important, Kenny. And again, Foster with his quickness and Ray Walker, and if they don't shoot, they pass it to Antoine Barry, and Dwenger's got to really tighten up the defense. Antoine Barry's doing a real good job inside and outside for Bishop Luers.
A no pressure defense by the Saints as the Knights flip it in. Walker walks up the floor. Interesting, he looks at the bench after they
How did the gym become so quiet all of a sudden?
Well, it'll change here. PDQ, pretty darn quick. Davis with the basketball.
Still in that 1-2-2 zone.
Thing hanging out on the right side of the floor. Foster gets it because he curled up to the right side. He gets it to Walker. Now he's in between the circles, floats to the left side.
Blaine Cook's in, so a lot of shooters, also three-point shooters for Bishop Luers.
Cook with the basketball, bounce pass it to Walker. Walker tries to get inside, doesn't work. He finds Davis. Davis back to Walker. Walker almost in the corner right side. Long over the top pass to Foster. He shoots. He scores.
J.J. Foster has 5 points since halftime, and that was another big one, and he just shot him into the lead.
46-45. The Knights up by 1, and another timeout on the floor, so we'll take another 30-second break ourselves. Redeemer Radio, 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
Are you looking for an orthopedic specialist? Ortho Northeast has been serving the community for over 50 years with offices in 3 convenient locations. Look for the location nearest you. Dr. John Pritchard is a board-certified orthopedic surgeon with 20 years of experience with OME and can assist you with the best treatment plan for your knee or shoulder pain. Dr. John Pritchard is looking forward to meeting you and helping with all orthopedic needs. Call Dr. Pritchard at 260-484-8551 or visit the web at www.orthone.com.
And we're back, basketball fans. 3:07 left in regulation. And the Bishop Luers Knights just hit a three. J.J. Foster from, not quite the parking lot, but the popcorn stand, about 8 feet outside the arc. And it drained it on a kind of a lazy over-the-top pass.
And he shot it very confidently, too.
Well, it looked like if you get it here, I'm going to put it up. And it went right in.
As I mentioned to Kenny, 5 baskets this quarter from Luers, and 3 of them are threes, and that shot him into the lead.
So we're back on the floor, 3:07 on the clock, 46-45. The Knights up by 1, and the Saints greeted again by the full court press.
Passano's back in for Dwenger, and he's done a better job scoring than the other guys for Dwenger when they bring the big men in.
And they better get it over the timeline because they're running out of time. They finally did. Smithy with a basketball in the forecourt, hands it off to Pittenberg. He's guarded by J.J. Foster. Pittenberg tries to charge around the right side. Foster sticks with him real good. Pittenberg picks up a dribble.
Every possession's big.
Donovan floater, no good. Rebound, Walker. Walker's got Smith.
Oh, good hustle by Conlon Martin.
Conlon Martin slapped it out of bounds. Stopped the easy bunny. Blaine Cook checks in for J.J. Foster's crew.
I think they're doing offense-defense because Hambright on defense and Blaine Cook, another 3-point shooter on offense.
And Barry's going to trigger the basketball, and they got him in the right position where the ball flew out of bounds. Flips it into J.J. J.J. drives the lane, and nobody really stopped him.
That's what J.J. Foster does. He scores them in bunches, and all of a sudden, Dwenger's finding themselves down 3.
48-45, the Knights up by 3. Smithy need to advance the basketball. They do. They get it over the timeline. Now your secondary break didn't work real well. They tried to get inside to Smithy, and he is fouled probably by J.J. Foster on the reach in. Smithy had 2 bodies around him, and that'll be a 1-on-1. And they're going to call that on J.J. Foster. Good save, Bob, as our sign decided it's tired for the night. A little bit of duct tape will hold that baby up there. First free throw, good. Got to hit the front end of that 1-on-1. No doubt. Count it for Smithy. Hayden Smithy, he's just a sophomore, stands 6'5". He'll be a force to be reckoned with the next couple of years. Makes the second free throw, 48-47.
Dwenger's bugaboo lately, Kenny, is they can't slow down Dwenger on defense. They got to get a stop here.
Foster drives the baseline, puts it up and in. Just let her go, Bob.
Foster's really playing well.
50-47 your score. 3-point lead for the Knights. 1:56 on the clock. Smithy, Pittenberg, back to Smithy. Fakes the drive. Pittenberg comes and relieves him.
They need a bucket here. Big time.
1:44 and counting. Over the left side to Richardson, back to Pittenberg. Kind of pretty deliberate here yet. Colin Martin really working hard to get the basketball. He does get it. He's going to take on Walker to baseline. Walker cuts him off. He hands it over to Donovan.
Campbell Donovan
gets inside.
He got fouled.
Threw up a rough one, and he is going to go to the free throw line for a couple. 1:26 on the clock. And Campbell Donovan's going to step up to the free throw line with 1-1. And 3-point deficit. The Saints definitely need these free throws.
Campbell's 3 out of 4 from the foul line.
They make the front end.
That's a big one, isn't it, Kenny?
It sure is. 50-48 now your score. 1:26 on the clock. Let's see. McKenna in. Smithy out for the Saints. We'll get it later. And everybody where they belong to be.
A minute 26.
Throws it up and in.
Another shot. Ice water in Campbell's veins.
50-49 and quickly. A little bit of token pressure this time by the Saints to get it forward to Foster. Foster, 14-footer. Left side, just inside the left toe. It's good. And timeout called. This one by J.J. Foster.
Kenny, I mentioned he did not score in the first half. He had 2 in the third quarter. It's J.J. Foster time. He has 9 points here this quarter.
Makes you wonder about some of the instructions, or if he decides this time the rest of the teammates aren't getting it done, I better get going here and pull my weight or Dad won't feed me tonight. I always interested in those rides home if they're riding together, That's why I asked Casey earlier about that, if his daughter has a good game or bad game. So 52-49, the Knights up by 3, 1:17 left in regulation.
Eight baskets. One of the keys of this game, Kenny, 8 baskets this quarter for Bishop Luers, 2 baskets for Bishop Dwenger. Most of their points is from the foul line. And out of the 8 baskets that Luers has, 3 of them are 3. So Luers has really picked up the scoring, and they've scored 20 points this quarter. Dwenger has scored 10.
Martin triggers the basketball into Passano, back to Martin. Full court press is on. Over to McKenna, back to Martin. They still got it in the backcourt. They
better hurry here.
Got to advance that they do. They throw it over the top to Pittenberg. Nice catch. Get inside to Passano. He's got room to work around Barry. He does.
Oh, nice move. Passano playing with a lot of confidence.
52-51. We're inside a minute to play. 56 seconds and counting.
Somebody better slow down, JJ.
Line.
Oh, nice pass. What a pass from Walker.
And a reverse layup by Barry. Stretches the lead back to 3.
Antoine Barry's taken over also.
The press is on. The timeout is also on. It's Bishop Dwenger Saints called time with 44.2. And they're down to 3 on their home floor. They're going to call that one a full timeout. I think we're going to stay right here, Bob, for that. With a quick exchange. Good plays on both ends of the floor that time.
Antoine Barry, the same thing, Kenny. He had 6 points in the second quarter. He had only 2 free throws in the third quarter. He's got 2 threes, 2 twos, 11 points this quarter. So Antoine Barry with 11 this quarter and 9. Ray Walker, Foster and Barry have 20 points together.
They're certainly carrying the Knights, especially in the second half, as the Knights were down quite a bit at halftime. And the 2 cheering sections are going after each other. The cheerleader's doing a backflip, so a young man in a big bodysuit decides to do it for Luers. I love watching these kids. This makes it a lot of fun.
Question for you. Do you just try to get a basket, or you go for a 3?
Just the first
get a basket and then try to play defense.
First good look at 44.2. I mean, you never know. You might be able to catch the defense sleep a little bit, but they're also going to fight the press. And I would just absolutely press on that secondary break.
If Luers fouls, Dwenger will be shooting 2 from now on.
Yeah, that's true too. So a lot of things in play here. Conlon Martin going to trigger the basketball in. He's got Pittenberg, Donovan, Smithy, and Passano with him. And the Knights relax the defense. J.J. Foster going to stick with Pittenberg coming down the floor. 37 seconds.
Dwenger needs a basket, whatever they get here.
Pittenberg over to Martin. Martin jacks one up from the corner.
Nice rebound. There's a foul on Passano.
Passano fell over Walker. And the Luers faithful are a happy bunch at 54-51 and going to the free throw line. Hayden Smithy going to check back in the lineup for Bishop Dwenger when he gets a chance, and I think that might be the 5th foul on Passano.
He fouls out with 8 points, 5 or 6 rebounds, played a nice game, but he got in foul trouble, and that hurt him.
You know, Smithy, they're not going to lose much in height there. Passano had a pretty nice ball game for Coach Kostoff and the crew. 1-1. 29.2, and Ray Walker steps up to the free throw line.
Ray Walker has 11 points, and since the first quarter, he scored 7. And he's just, between Walker and Foster, they're two of the best guards and one of the best backcourt combinations in the entire area.
Walker picked up the first one, and it's good.
Ice water in his veins also.
55-51. The Knights up by 4. It turns it into a 2-possession game. I still think the first good look you get, you put it up, though.
And then you got to call timeout.
I don't know if they got many left. They've been using them.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know where they're at timeout-wise.
Foul shots have really been big for Bishop Luers tonight. They're making them all.
One is good. 56-51. It's now a 5-point lead. Martin tries to get it over the top. Lost control of it. And
that might be your game. Not your game, but it's sure going to hurt now, Dwenger. Too many, and Coach Kostoff says we got a foul.
Yep, absolutely. 25.1. Buzzer sounds. Cook in for Hambright. There's that offense-defense thing that Bob talked about earlier.
Dwenger's having a little trouble, Kenny. Against Wayne, they had the game in good hands. They lost in overtime. Northwood, they had them down. They're having trouble finishing games. It's a good team, but they're just not finishing.
Barry took the inbound pass and fouled pretty quickly by Campbell Donovan. 23.1 on the clock. Now, and it's a 5-point spread. They're going to really hope that Barry misses his free throws so they can do something with it. And, of course, there's Cook and Hambright, the flip-flop again. And some of the fans are starting to ease their way out of the stadium. I don't think I'd do that.
Antoine Barry is up at the foul line. Luers 11 out of 14 from the foul line. Antoine Barry, 19 points. Barry's been a key. Foster's been a key. The veterans turned it on when they needed it, and Dwenger's in a world of hurt right now.
Barry throws up the first free throw, and it's good. That makes it a 6-point spread, 57-51. Knights up by 6. Barry with another free throw coming. He makes this, it's a 3-possession game.
And he has 20 points, and that's his average.
Second one up and good.
He's a heck of a ball player and having a great year.
They quickly get it into Martin. Martin charges over the timeline, lost control of it, ran into the crowd. Ray Walker with a serious hustle. Ended up at about the second row. 19.1 to go, 58-51 to score. The Saints will retain possession.
Dwenger had a 7-point lead, Kenny, going into this quarter, and they've only scored 12 points.
Pittenberg tipped out of bounds by Foster. Foster tries to buy one. Just grins at the referee like, yeah, well, okay.
Luers outscored him 26-12 this quarter.
Wow. That's where they won it, 58-51. 16.1 to go, and the fans are starting to file out, and the Luers cheering section are pretty happy. Long three put up, hits the front of the iron. Smithy got a hand on it. Ball's loose on the ground. Luers fights for it. Alex Neer on the floor.
They stuck Alex in. He's a 6-foot senior.
Yep. And 7.9 to go, and a timeout on the floor for Bishop Luers. But this one is all but over at 58-51. Cowsey checks in. And let's see. Jalen Charlton checks in for the Bishop.
Kenny, what's interesting,
with Yeager Jackson.
Luers scored 6 in the first, 12 in the second, 14 in the third, but 26 in this quarter. That's amazing.
And that's almost half their scoring total here.
Yep, they took out all their starters, and Coach J.J. Foster says the game's over from his perspective.
And he bounced past it into Cowsey.
Coach Kostoff said don't foul.
Yep, gonna let this one end up, and Hambright with the basketball. Couple dribbles, and there's your final buzzer. 58-51 the Bishop. Luers Knights pull one out after being down and being controlled pretty heavily. They only had 18. It was 25-18 at half, but they come away with a win, 58-51. We're going to take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with our post-game show. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, WRDF, Northeast Indiana.
Hello, sports fans. This is Father Bob Garrow, chaplain at Bishop Dwenger High School. It is time to get geared up for our fall sports season. Whether competing on the soccer field, golf, or cross-country course, volleyball court, or on the gridiron, we wish good luck and great sportsmanship to all our student athletes and their teams. May we become the saints we are called to be. Saint Sebastian, pray for us.
You can help support your Catholic parish or school with Notre Dame Federal Credit Union's Elevate program. You'll not only enjoy excellent personal service and save money with your new loan or credit card, you'll also be giving money back to the participating parish or school you care about. Let Notre Dame Federal Credit Union elevate all participating parishes or schools. Elevate can be reached at 844-230-6611 or visit us online at ndelevate.com. Independent from the university.
Last week, and we're back, basketball fans. I sure hope you didn't hear that little ditty. And guess who? We got him. He reminded us that he likes to talk to us every once in a while. And by God, we're
Good
here.
job, Coach.
Coach, we're going to give you credit on that one. The second half played very, very well by your crew, especially your son and Barry. They both lit it up second half and brought you back from kind of a dismal first half.
What was the difference in your estimation?
The difference was, you guys said it. We kind of sleptwalked through that first half. I don't know if we're off all week. I don't know if that played a role, but like I told them, we only scored 18 points, but we're only down 6. So that was a positive. I told them we take the first half, ball it up. I shot a jumper in the garbage can. I said it's in the garbage. We come out. You guys know how good you are. Let's come down and play up to our capabilities, and that's what they did.
And the biggest thing is that when I know you guys wanted to run and Dwenger wanted to slow it down, you speeded them up. And when you speed a team up like that and your press, that really made a world of difference.
It did. But you know what? I got to give Dwenger a world of credit. And, I got nothing but the utmost respect for, Coach K and his kids. And, I told those guys, they're going to come out. I said, these guys haven't beat you. The battle with the Bishops, these seniors are undefeated in this. I said, these kids know that. They're going to come out. These kids are full of heart. They're going to come at you hard. We have to match that effort and intensity. And, like I said, the first half, they just out-battled us. Second half, we kind of joined the fight a little bit, and worked good for us. We came
and
out.
You got a couple threes to fall, which always helps the confidence in the offense. Early, you couldn't get a three to go in, no matter you try to throw it inside a barn, it just wouldn't go for you. And once Barry hit a couple threes from the left wing, it looked like everybody's confidence level just kind of come up offensively.
Yeah.
Then, of course, the press really badgered the daylights out of the Saints. So I thought that was a great coaching call, is get the press going, and you got some awfully quick guards. My gosh, with Walker and your boy.
And they took over there in the fourth quarter. Is Antoine, is he a three-point shooter? Or?
Yes, he is. I mean, if you look at the stats, he's an inside-outside player. And the thing about it, all my guys, we all shoot. We don't put restraints on the guys. There's nobody that's strictly in the paint. Everybody's allowed to step out and shoot it. We shoot enough of them in practice so we know who shoots what percent. And, guys that shoot a high percent, I expect them to get open to knock it down.
I know your big guys did well, but I thought Trey Underwood, he did all the little things for you tonight.
Yeah, Trey provides a little bit of physicality for us. And
a little bit. He's a big guy.
And that's just it. Their bigs have come on. I've been watching them as they develop throughout the season. And I told those guys, if you don't put a body on them, these guys will, just run in there and they'll play volleyball with it, if we don't box them out. And I thought a couple times, we did a good job boxing out. They still got their hands on some balls, so.
Well, that was a great ball game, Coach, and I know you guys never give up, and your quickness, your defense, and that press really, I think, wore them down, and it was just weighted, and when you guys jumped on them, you jumped on them really heavy.
All right, well, thank you. Yeah, it's a good win. I'm proud of these guys.
I know you'll like this. Homestead got beat at the buzzer by Northside on a three.
Oh, really? Wow. So that knocks them out. So
you guys are right in there.
The race tightens up, no question.
Yeah, it certainly does. Well, that made him grin almost as big a win, didn't it? Well, congratulations.
Now you won't yell so much at him.
It'll be an easier ride home.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you. You guys I was feeling neglected. I ain't been on the radio since JJ's freshman year.
Those headphones got your name on them anytime you want to come over. You can come over and call a game if you want to.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to take you up on that. I love it.
As long as you let us coach a little.
That'll work, too.
You don't want to do that. Man,
Thanks,
we'd make
JJ.
a mess of that.
You. All right.
Thanks,
Tell
Coach
the kids
Foster.
congratulations.
Hey, we'll do.
Super. J.J. Foster from Bishop Luers, winning coach, and Eric is hanging out behind us, and I think we got a couple spots
Eric.
we need to get in here. Why don't we do our last commercial, and then we'll be back with our final thoughts. You're listening to Redeemer Radio on 106.3 FM, Northeast Indiana.
This is Father Jason Freiberger, and I would like to invite you to join Father Chris Lapp and myself as we make a pilgrimage to the Holy Land in September 2017. With us, you'll visit Jerusalem and the Sea of Galilee, stop at the Mount of Olives, and celebrate Mass daily at ancient and holy churches. Reserve your seat today by downloading the registration form at RedeemerRadio.com. That's Redeemer Radio Odysseys at RedeemerRadio.com. I look forward to traveling with you.
And we're back, basketball fans. 58-51, your final score. The Bishop Luers Knights, after only having an 18-point first half, puts up a 40 in the second half and plays some tremendous defense and pulls the game out 58-51 over the Bishop Dwenger Saints.
Antoine Berry with 21, J.J. Foster with 13, Ray Walker with 11 for Bishop Dwenger, 20 from Campbell Donovan, 12 from Conlon Martin. But Kenny, as I mentioned a little earlier in the game, or maybe at halftime, I watched enough of Bishop Dwenger. Good shooting club, but those threes in the first half that were not falling in the second half. They only had 1 3 in the entire second half.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. And that's the same thing that happened against the Luers. Couldn't get a 3 to go for nothing. They were down 7 or 8 at half. And you got to make them once in a while. They just got to fall. And if they don't fall, you're a little bit tight.
And I think they wore him out a little from the idea that when you and I were a lot younger, your legs go first. And because Bishop Dwenger was pressing them all over the floor, I think they just wore Dwenger out. And if you watch a game and somebody puts on a press and you go, well, they didn't make a lot of turnovers. Well, there's different ways that a press can cause problems. And I think tonight that was happened. And I think it wore them out. They got tired in their legs. And that press Luers puts on, he just keeps throwing guys in and out, and I think they just wore Luers down. Wore Dwenger down.
A lot of offensive, defensive substitutions by Foster and the coaching staff of Bishop Luers, and did a good job, got the kids motivated, and played a really good second half. This is one of the nights where I don't want anybody to lose. Like all 4 teams, but it is what it is. They split tonight. The ladies win for Bishop Dwenger. The guys win for Bishop Luers. And another Battle of the Bishops is in the books. One of the most exciting nights. The gym is full here, and the crowd is thrilled. At least half the crowd is thrilled.
Dwenger's got a good ball club. They just got to learn to finish a game. They played real well for about 3 quarters, and they just got to start finishing them. And again, hats off to Bishop Luers. That pressure got to Dwenger. Luers played well, so did Dwenger. And both teams got some things to improve on, but come tournament time, I think those teams can both do some damage in the tournament.
Yeah, they've only played 11 and 14 games respectively, so got a lot of time to polish things up and clean things up. The season's only about half over for the guys. So the Bishop Luers Knights are thrilled that Northside snuck one in on Homestead late. That puts them right in the running to win the SAC. We'll have to look at their schedule later on, and I think you've got the schedule, I think. Up there. The last game of the year might be really, really big.
Bishop Luers and Northside, and our next game is February 2nd. It's a Thursday, and it's Snyder and Bishop Dwenger, and that'll be a heck of a ball game, too.
And before that, we'll be in the girls' sectional play. We'll be the January 31st, February 1st, and then who knows from there. So
we're going to be doing a lot of basketball.
I'm ready to go. You got another game for tonight?
No, I'm done.
Oh, we're done? Okay, well, then we'll call it a night. I'm Kenny Barr. He's Bob Merz. Thanks for listening. Battle of the Bishops, one of the favorite nights of the year. God bless everybody. Have a great night. We'll go to closing prayer, and we'll talk to you next week, the 31st.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. We give you thanks, O Lord, for the opportunity to have been together today. As we depart now, we ask you to send your angels to watch over us, to lead